welcome back to the Press Play podcast. This is the second episode. I am joined here by
AJP. Call me AJ.
All right, and we're gonna be talking kind of just about Valorant today. I mean, kind of starting off how long you been playing Valorant?
I started in 2022, so
Okay.
3 years.
How many hours you got on the game?
I have probably 1,500.
Okay.
So
you've been. Did you play? How did you get into Valorant? Was it kind of just did you play the beta at all, or was it just?
No. So my friend Joey, he showed it to me, and then I was horrible at the game, so I just dropped it. I was Iron 3, and then I picked it back up after a couple months and just started enjoying it a lot. So.
Hell yeah. Kind of being on the team. Obviously, because it's a character-based game. What mains you play?
Mainly, I'm a Raze main.
Okay.
I kind of switch between every character.
Okay.
Yeah.
How often do you play Raze? How?
I don't know. Well, in ranked, I'll play almost every game.
Okay.
But I kind of switch. Sometimes I'll main a character I'd never played before just for 2 weeks just to see.
Yeah. I'm sure you got a couple montage, good trick shots or something with your C4s. Yeah. And I mean, kind of just going into our first or the segment that I always do for everybody on the show, or at least planning on doing for the show, is what's your most prized skin?
That's a hard one.
Or maybe not most prized, but maybe your most expensive skin.
Most expensive, probably.
Prized or expensive, your most valuable one, you'd say.
If we're going off resale value, it's probably I have the 2022 and 3 champs bundles.
Okay.
So those are limited edition. You can't get them anymore. So those would probably be the most, I guess. But yeah, they're $60 or so to buy them. So, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's always one issue I feel like I've kind of had with Valorant, and it's just kind of the skin prices.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a while since I played Valorant, but I'm kind of the skin what are this on average, how much does a bundle even
It
cost?
depends. I think they have lower tiers that would be $60 for a whole bundle, and then the higher
That's for the
tiers,
lower tier?
Yeah. That's for the skins nobody wants, no one's gonna use. And then the higher tier would be 100, I think just around 100.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of looking at some of the skins at least recently has the skins been kind of just hit or miss, or
Yeah, definitely. The new bundle they released, it's one of the higher tier ones, so it's more expensive.
Yeah.
And it looks like it should be worth it should be free. It's a horrible bundle.
Was it that music one or whatever?
It's a weird the skins are smoothed over kinda, and the effects aren't bad, but yeah, they have a lot of weird ones.
Yeah, I mean that's one other thing with kind of Valorant is having to buy the skins, but then also the Radiant.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure if you play enough, you probably have enough Radiant to just max level out the skins, but
Yeah, to a point though, you even if you do play, because a year ago or two I ran out of Radiant, even though I was playing 6 hours a day, grinding the game, and I still ran out.
I mean, how do you get it? Do you just get it per game, or
No, the only way to get it is through the battle passes, so you have to spend the $10 to get them.
Yeah.
You can get they have free tiers in the battle pass.
Yeah.
Get them, but
any other battle pass.
Yeah, but to get the bulk, you need to pay the $10.
Yeah, I mean, I know other games they tend Valorant's battle they tend to pay pay for themselves. Does Valorant kind of do that as well, or?
No.
Are they kind of they're stingy like that.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure the only thing you get is Radiant. I could be wrong, but yeah, I don't pay attention to the battle passes too much.
You just play.
Yeah,
you don't really give a shit about the skins.
Yeah, the battle passes suck a lot of times. You just buy them for the Radiant.
Yeah, I mean, kind of. I never really asked you, but what's your rank right now? What's your elo?
I'm Immortal 2.
Okay.
I think 150 R, but I've been kind of not playing recently. But
just because of school, or
Yeah, school, work, everything.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get back into it. But
yeah, I mean the season's starting up soon. Have you guys kind of played any scrims this season at all, or?
Yeah, we played a couple scrims, and then we had the fall warm-up event for CVAL, and I think we got knocked out. We made it to the playoffs, but we got knocked out in the first stage.
What was the format for that?
It was a pretty weird format. So they had 22 different groups for just the West only, and there was 4 teams per group.
So it wasn't just Mountain West teams then.
No,
it was colleges around the the U.S.?
I think who we lost to in the group stage, or in our we actually had like a separate group stage before the playoffs, and we lost Colorado Gold, and I think they got second in the whole event. So
CU.
Yep.
Oh, they have two different teams, or
yeah, they have two teams.
Oh, of course.
A lot of teams that have like more budget will have two teams.
Yeah.
Like UC Irvine used to have like a bunch of teams.
Yeah, and what year are you?
I'm a junior now.
Junior, okay. So how long you been like on the team?
I joined in my my second semester of freshman year.
Okay, so you've been on the team for a while then. So you've kind of like being probably one of the more veteran players on the team.
Yeah, I'm the longest like continuous like tenured player, but Garza Jackson, our other player, he's been there longer than me, but he's been like off the team for a little bit.
Just taking care of school and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, kind of being one of those like veteran players, like how does that kind of play into like, obviously, because you play Raze, so you're not really playing like Initiator, you're playing more like a duelist character. Just playing Raze and kind of being a veteran player, does that kind of impact your play calling a bit, or like
a little bit? Like a lot of the time, like we don't like most of the time I'll be IGLing, but a lot of the time I'll just like if someone has an idea, I'll like let them do it because I'm not gonna stop them.
Yeah.
Ideally, I don't want to be the main like IGL because as like a duelist player, you just want to focus on like your own play.
Okay.
But yeah, it definitely impacts it because I feel like a lot of the time our players like think they have like an amazing plan, and then I just know it won't work because I've seen it 100 times before.
So you kind of override, as the veteran player, you kind of like override the call a bit.
If we're playing scrims, I'll let them do it just to see like what went wrong. But
yeah. I mean, kind of also looking how often do you guys do like demo reviews? Do you guys like prep for matches at all against other like teams, or do you kind of just?
It's kind of hard because a lot of the teams have like no VODs or anything at all, so you can't really prepare. So you're just going blind. But we do try to VOD review, but we haven't really been able to do that just because like everyone's had like such like different schedules.
Yeah. Also, if I remember correctly, didn't Riot like just now implement their replay viewer or something?
Yeah, they just came out like a couple months ago.
Jeez, that's crazy. Game's been out for 5 years.
I know. Everyone's been waiting.
Yeah. I mean, I say this as like a Counter-Strike player. I played Valorant like a little bit during the beta and then a little bit during launch and a little bit after. But, I mean, from what I remember, at least when Vito came out, a big part, not just Vito himself being, at least in my opinion, kind of overpowered. Well, first, I kind of want to get your opinions on Vito, because I don't really follow the community as much, so, like, what's kind of, like, the community opinion on Vito?
I feel like it's definitely divided, because we haven't seen him that much in pro play yet. So, in ranked, I would say he's pretty good. Like, I've played
Is he, like, top 3 pick rate or something like that, or?
It depends on the map for sure. Okay. Like certain maps, like for me, if I were gonna pick any Sentinel right now, I'd pick Vito, just because his like skill set, like his abilities, kind of fit more on my play style because he's able to get around the map quicker. Yeah,
but he kind of plays you because you play Raze. Yeah. He can literally delete your bazooka.
Yeah, and the satchel too.
Yeah, I mean also kind of looking at the Harbor rework. I kind of remember Harbor's kit initially, but like, what did they kind of change with the rework?
So he used to have like 2 push walls, and now now I don't think he has any at all. He just has the normal like circle wall that you can like direct.
Really?
And then he still has the cove, which is the like armored thing, but they reworked that so now it's like it's like an omen smoke. So like you go into like the dimension and then place the smoke, and then the other ability is. He has like a stun, like a concuss kind of.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I feel like as Vito, have you playing against Vito and like maybe Harbor since the rework, have you kind of like struggled against them at all, or?
Yeah, it's definitely a challenge, like for playing Raze example, like because he has the intercept ability he can throw up and you have to shoot it.
And that's not even his ultimate, right? That's
that's just his default.
That's crazy.
He doesn't even need to pay for it too. He gets
it's the free ability. Okay. Yeah. Damn, that's interesting.
Yeah, it kind of depends a lot on the player. You know, even in like my rank, like even when I'm playing against Radiant and stuff, a lot of players aren't playing like him correctly.
Oh, really? Because they're still kind of learning. How long has he been out for?
Like, he's been out like a couple months now. I think he came out like...
Really?
Yeah, like...
I thought people would have picked... He's been out for a couple months now. I feel like they would have picked up on him a little faster.
Yeah, I mean, at the super high level, like top 100 Radiant, they know how to play him a lot better. But when you're playing like mid-immortal, high-immortal, they're still kind of struggling.
Yeah. I mean... Yeah, I feel like kind of keeping along the tagline of characters. Like I remember the chamber meta
Yeah.
being kind of the worst.
Yeah, it's definitely rough.
I know you played for about like 3 years or so. I mean, at least from what you've played, what was kind of like, other than maybe the chamber meta, because that probably might be your worst meta that you
Yeah.
might say, but like, or maybe not. Maybe in your opinion, what's like the worst meta that you just really hated?
Yeah, for me, like, so yeah, when Chamber first came out, like, that's kind of when or not when he first came out, but when he was at his peak, that's when I first started playing the game.
Oh.
So I wasn't even, like, invested in the pro scene at all, or I
Okay.
wasn't playing against good players, so that wasn't that impactful to me.
Yeah.
But I would say ISO, when he was at his peak, was
Yeah.
like, he was picked every single game. Everyone was dropping 40 on him. Like, you could be, like, an Ascendant player, and if you have ISO, you're Radiant. Like, it was crazy.
I thought I remembered him not being. Was he really that strong with his
Yeah,
duel
it's because
and whatnot?
Yeah, so he had 2 shields originally, and it regened after 2 kills.
Oh, oh damn.
So he was just like unkillable for like, if it was a good player, it was unkillable.
Man. And then obviously I don't know how they nerfed him, but obviously so they took. I imagine he probably has 1 shield now. And
Yeah.
then,
So the main nerfs were 1 shield, and then he doesn't get it if he gets 2 more kills. He just has that 1 shield, and then if he shoots the bubble, he gets it back, and the timer resets. But once
okay.
it runs out, it's gone.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, kind of looking at. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, sorry. Kind of also a big part of that Harbor rework update, right? Or not Harbor, Veto. Sorry, was the gunplay rework, or gunplay changes, kind of. I know, as a Counter-Strike player, a big turn-off for me for Valorant was kind of like the gunplay and whatnot. But they said they kind of made it a little more predictable, right? Like, is there like actual kind of spray patterns now, or is it just more like?
Personally, I haven't noticed like a difference at all. But
really?
It's every player kind of has a different play style. So I don't spray a lot. I don't use the Phantom a lot.
Okay.
Normally, I'm just trying to like tap.
Like Vandal, yeah. Oh, you're a rifler. You're not like an op or anything like that, or?
Well, yeah, sometimes I am, but
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're like a primary rifler most of the time. Okay. I mean, yeah, I feel like I don't know. That was always kind of like one big part of it. I mean, do you know exactly what they changed? Because I know they said they changed some stuff.
Yeah,
but.
for the main part, it was just the spray patterns where they were supposed to be less orangey.
Okay.
Or I'm not sure if they removed orangey entirely on the spray patterns.
Okay.
But they could have. But I don't think so because, I think I would notice if I'm like spraying a lot, but I haven't really noticed much honestly.
Okay.
And that's kind of been what I've heard like when I watch like pro player streams and stuff. It's not like anything insane.
Yeah. And I kind of going into pro players and like the pro scene and stuff like that. I know what is it? What's the one that's starting on the 20th? It's the challengers, or is it the?
I think it's the game changers.
Yeah, the game changers. So I know there's like VC2 champions. How is like game changers like different? Is it kind of like a step down from like?
It's definitely a step down because we've had like game changers teams in tier 2, and they didn't perform that well. They kind of got stomped out and they got relegated. So it's definitely a level below. But I think eventually with time, obviously, they'll be able to get up to the tier 2 level. Yeah,
because I mean a big part, and especially for lesser known players, Premier is also a big part of the game. I mean, do you feel like do you like participate in Premier all that often, or like any buddies on the team do, or?
Yeah, I think a couple of the players do on our team because everyone's kind of in their own like team.
But, oh really? So not just the UNR, the collegiate team, but then also
we don't do Premier together now.
Oh,
but
okay.
Yeah, I've played a little bit, but normally I just sub for teams because this act like I should have played last time, but the new process is it's on Saturdays.
Tournaments are on Saturdays?
Yeah, Saturday and Sundays, and I work those days, so I can't play. But maybe next semester I'll quit my job or something.
Yeah, I mean, kind of looking at like pro scene and stuff, I always keep up on drama sometimes, but kind of like, how is the pro scene right now, like, other than game changers starting?
I don't know. It's pretty rough because I think we just had like literally yesterday or today we had Talon of the Pacific League. They got kicked out of the league because
is it like relegation or like
they're just completely gone from they can't.
Oh, the org just disbanded.
Yeah, they didn't disband, but they just got kicked out of the league because they were late on payments to players and stuff like that.
Interesting.
And that's been kind of a theme in a couple teams. But I would say overall, if you're a good team, like a good org,
Yeah.
like Sentinels, G2, NRG,
Yeah.
they've been able to succeed and have a good time.
Yeah.
But yeah, the gameplay though, it's been kind of, I don't know, it's really weird. It's like very drastic from region to region.
Really, like how much does it differ?
So if you're looking at NA, they kind of play more strategically. But if you look at like Paper X just won a major not too long ago.
Okay.
Or an event, it's called a major.
Yeah, no, yeah, I mean, yeah.
But yeah, they play like super, like fast paced, and that's their game. And then, China, they have a mix of both. China's the most fun to watch, in my opinion.
It's interesting, because I mean, obviously there's NAEU. I didn't know China, because normally, like, in Counter-Strike, like, China's not that big of a scene for Counter-Strike, but, I mean, how many, is it competition pretty fierce over in China? Or like?
Yeah, I mean, most of the time, there's only, so the last, year and a half, there's been, two main top dogs, which is EDG, which they won.
Yeah.
Last year, they won champs. And then Trace eSports has been pretty good at times, and then DRG. And those are, kind of the top three, I'd say.
Okay. But I know also, Fnatic, they also kind of, I mean, from the very little that I watched, I know, what event was it where Fnatic had that, crazy final?
That was Lock-In 2023, I think.
Oh, so that was, way longer.
Yeah, that was where they had the 11-3 comeback.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of weird looking at, early Valorant and, the dominance of, Sentinels and stuff like that. And
yeah, it's just Tens came on the scene. It was just insane.
Yeah, I mean, how is Sentinels doing now? Because I mean, now that he's gone, I mean, Shroud was subbing in for a little bit.
Yeah,
Shroud is.
That was a weird era.
But I mean, what does NA Valorant kind of look like right now?
So yeah, we just had Envy win Ascension with their full team of ranked players.
Okay.
So.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so they went in Tier 2 and pretty much Poppin, the main IGL for that team.
Yeah.
He just grabbed all his friends and the best ranked players, and they dominated the Tier 2 scene and got all the way up and made it. And now they're in Tier 1, so that's an interesting thing. But yeah, Sentinels, they kind of just had a huge rebuild.
Really?
Yeah, because they lost Zek into MIBR, which was kind of their best player. Even when Tens was there, Zek was always the best player.
Yeah.
So yeah, they kind of had a whole rebuild. I think they only kept 2 players from the previous roster.
Ooh, and they were their names might be familiar if you say them, but
yeah, they have Narrate, John QT, what's his name? Cortesia.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't know
Redux. Yeah, Redux, and then
Redux, yeah, Redux.
And then Caillou.
Okay.
That's the 5 now.
So Sentinels, and then what other? I'm trying to remember the other NA orgs that are kind of
G2 has been pretty good. NRG.
Oh, G2's NA.
Yep.
Oh.
Yeah, it's weird because their game changer team is EMEA.
Oh, they have so there's academy teams for orgs then.
Yeah. Well, it's separate because it's different leagues. But
okay.
I think they do have some academy teams Sentinels. They have Qbert Academy, which is they can't if they were to have a really good season, they couldn't ascend to Tier 1.
Yeah.
They'd have to sell their slot technically.
Okay, yeah, because they, in order to get to the champions and the other higher tournaments, you have to fight your way through the. Yeah, that's always one thing that's kind of interested me about Valorant that Counter-Strike doesn't really have, because in Counter-Strike there's the open qualifiers, and then from there you kind of, have to fight other teams and stuff like that. But it seems like Valorant, it's a lot more streamlined in terms of how to get to higher tier tournaments.
Yeah, how it's been is you kind of have to hold Riot's hand, and you need to be their best friend to get into the leagues. But
what do you mean by that?
You need to so to even get the original thing was they had a deal when they first made the franchise leagues, which is the main Tier 1 teams. Is you had to make a deal with Riot, and then if they liked you, they would let you in. Kind of if you were a good team, a team that could put money into it. So that's why a lot of the big orgs, NRG, they're all in there.
Yeah.
But Optic was really good at that time.
Well, Optic's kind of...
Yeah, they fell off, but Optic was one of the best teams in the world at that time, and their team had to disband because they didn't get an invite.
Really? And I mean, has there... What was other than Optic, I mean... Was TSM ever in Valorant? Or?
Yep, TSM. They are actually in the grand finals of Ascension.
Oh, really?
So I think they were 1 or 2 games away from making it to Tier 1, but lost to Envy.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like every other game they've been in, they've kind of like not really. Is Valorant kind of the only game where they're really like somewhat noticeable, or like because they're not even in like league anymore. They're not even in the LC.
Yeah, they like
LCS.
I would say, yeah, probably. I mean, yeah, I feel like TSM definitely has kind of dropped their teams a lot of the time because originally they were in like a long time ago, like with FaZe Clan and all them, before franchising, and they didn't get a slot, and then they left Valorant completely, and then just this last like season or season and a half or so they came back, and they picked up some new players and tried to make a run.
Okay. So I mean, we kind of established NA, China, and then kind of EU exists. I know, like, I'm forgetting. There's always like, is Vitality in? Okay.
Yep, Vitality.
Yeah. So, Vitality, and then like who else are kind of like the top 5-ish for Valorant?
Top 5 for EMEA. Yeah. Team Heretics has always been kind of good. They have Benji Fishy, if you know him.
Oh yeah.
Benji
Fishy. He went from Fortnite to Valorant?
Yeah.
When?
Like 2023, I think, or 2022.
And why did he come to Valorant? Was he just sick and tired of Fortnite, or like?
Yeah, I think he got like kind of tired of it.
And now he's like Now he's like actually like.
Yeah. For a while, he was like considered honestly one of the best like Sentinels in the world because he made like Cypher, Killjoy, just like that. Yeah.
Okay. I feel so like NA, EU, China. Like, does Korea have any teams?
Yeah, Korea is one of the best regions as well. They have.
Oh, okay.
They won last year. They had Genji win it.
Genji.
Yeah. And then they had T1. They won Bangkok.
Okay.
And DRX has always been pretty good too.
Yeah. Is like South America or Brazil like any like South America or Latin America any good at all? Or?
Well, MIBR they had a decent one last year,
okay.
And they just rebuilt their team kind of to get better.
Okay.
Because MIBR they have probably the 2 best players in the world almost, or like the best duo in the world for sure, with Aspas and Tekken now.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be a really interesting team.
Yeah.
And then Loud has always been like one of the top teams, but recently they've kind of fallen off.
Like just poor performances, or
they've been like having a bunch of like roster rebuilds kind of.
Oh yeah, that's not good for chemistry at all.
Yeah.
And I mean, kind of looking at like the international stage for VCT and stuff. Like, I know there's always the joke like NA lol, but like does NA like I feel like Valorant's one of the few games where NA can actually kind of hold their ground and actually compete at the international stage.
Yeah, it's definitely weird. Like NA, they have a lot of like Counter-Strike players that came from Tier 2.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm very familiar with that.
Like
when
Psalm is a big one. 10.
Oh, Psalm still plays?
He just retired actually.
Oh.
But he was on the champions winning team like a month ago or something. So
okay.
NRG just won that, so
yeah,
they're doing pretty good.
Because I know like, God, who else? I remember like early Valorant.
Scream has always been good.
Oh yeah, is he still kind of playing, or is he
no.
kind of just doing content now?
He's just mainly doing content. But he stopped playing like last year, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I feel like a big thing with Valorant kind of coming in with the competitive scene, at least in NA, was like, oh, all these like Tier 2 CS players that are like never did shit and never did shit in majors, or like, you know, all the like IEM tour stuff. They just kind of like migrated over to Valorant. I mean, and also kind of talking about going into kind of like the love-hate relationship between Counter-Strike and Valorant. I mean, I know a lot of Counter-Strike players. I wouldn't say I hate Valorant.
Yeah.
And but I definitely do have Counter-Strike friends that kind of hate Valorant. Like, is it kind of like a one-sided beef, or is it really just like?
I would say so. I mean, I don't have a problem with Counter-Strike. You know, it's a great game. We wouldn't have Valorant without Counter-Strike. So.
True. Yeah. I mean, I feel like I don't know. There's a lot of discourse on a lot of people online that always say like, Counter-Strike's better than Valorant. And all that. Yeah.
Yeah, I think for the main part, it's probably one-sided because I've never really met anyone that like hates Counter-Strike that plays Valorant or like picks a side over the other.
Yeah. And I mean, kind of going into like content creation side, I know a big part of like for VCT and all the tournaments and stuff is like co-streams.
Yep.
like I know Tarek. Tarek. Did Tarek? I don't remember if Tarek played early on.
I don't think so. No, I think he did try at some point, but
Okay.
he used to grind ranked a lot. I know he always went for rank 1 and stuff like that.
But does he really even play Valorant anymore?
He does. Yeah, I played against him a couple times. He.
Oh really? And
yeah.
just like in ranked? Or
Yeah,
like...
just in ranked. Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah, he still plays a lot, but sometimes he's like just doing other things. Cause, he's trying to build his brand.
Yeah.
So he's got to go away from Valorant if he wants to be like a top streamer.
Yeah, and I mean like a part of what makes. I mean, obviously the mainstream for these tournaments pulls in a lot of viewers, but do you feel like these the co-streams with like Tarek and all the other like content creators and whatnot, do you feel like that kind of like builds a sense of community? Like, do you feel like... Well, I mean, yeah, do you feel like that, like, the co-streams kind of build a sense of community at all, or like...
Yeah, I would say so because, a lot of people wouldn't just watch... I feel like a lot of people wouldn't watch the games if there wasn't someone else, like, commentating the game for them, kind of.
Yeah.
Because, I watch... A lot of the time I just watch the stream on its own because I want to understand the game.
Yeah.
But from a content point, a lot of people just, like, follow their guy.
Yeah.
Just want to watch it like that, so...
Yeah. And I mean, kind of going into, like... focus from Riot's side. I mean, I know in League, Riot has kind of gotten a lot of flack sometimes. Has there been kind of times where like it felt like a lot of the patches and whatnot from Riot has kind of fallen on deaf ears of what the community wants, or like?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the time they prioritize things that like we don't really care about. Is like, but it's definitely like it's never been like an insane change where everyone hates it. I feel like it's always some people like it, some people don't like it.
Okay, so it's sometimes like, has there ever been like an update where like, I mean, has there been an update where it's been kind of just universally hated from what you can remember, or like?
I'm trying to think. I know there's a map everyone hates is Breeze.
Oh, Breeze.
So,
oh yeah. Oh, that's another thing about Valorant is kind of the map pool.
Yeah, that's the one thing. Like, one of the things CS does a lot better than Valorant.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, right, is that some of, like, the core Counter-Strike map developers kind of came to Valorant, and I know there's obviously been a lot of, like, contention around, like, maps and whatnot. I mean, has Riot kind of made an effort to, like, improve these maps at all, or, like...
Yeah, I feel like they definitely have, because, like, first when Breeze and Icebox came out...
Oh, everybody...
Like, everyone hated them.
Yeah.
But recently, the new maps that have been coming out, like the new map Corrode, I think they did a decent job on that.
What is that? Yeah, I know it's kind of, because I don't really pay attention to it. What's kind of the, like, is it like a 3-site? Is it like a 3-site layout, or is it like a 2-site, or?
Yeah, so the new map is a 3-site, but they do have a lot that are just 2-site.
Okay.
So it's kind of depends on the map, but.
I mean, yeah. What's your favorite map in your opinion?
I love Bind because I'm a Raze main. Bind and Split are like my favorite.
I feel like Ascent would also be pretty good for you now.
Yeah, Ascent's just been in so long, like it's just overplayed, like it's solved.
So it's like it's basically like the Mirage of
exactly.
Yeah. I mean, it honestly basically kind of is. Oh, it's more so kind of laid out like Dust 2 almost in a way.
Yeah, and then you got Cat.
Yeah, Cat, and then the very long mid,
yeah.
And then you got like, yeah.
They have like an arch. I guess that could be the double doors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, kind of going into like content creation. I mean, I feel like I feel like obviously content creation is a big part of like any game.
Yeah.
But like, do you feel that Valorant content creation kind of stands out from anything, or is it kind of just like?
I wouldn't say it really stands out. I feel like, you go streamer to streamer, they're uploading the exact same videos.
Yeah.
Like if you watch like a Psalm video and a Demon 1 video,
yeah.
Like if you just swap the face cams, you're not gonna know who it is, honestly.
Yeah. And I mean, I feel like going into kind of like the focus of like pro versus like casual players, I know Counter-Strike it's still a somewhat of a casual audience.
Yeah.
But it's still like largely like people that want to like actually like competitively play the game. But I feel like Riot's kind of made an effort from like Spike Rush to like Quick Play.
Yeah.
Have they kind of I guess the question is like, do you feel like they're trying to make an effort to like retain casual players, or do you think it's still trying to kind of entertain more pro players?
Yeah, I would say it's definitely more oriented to casual players because a lot of the time, yeah, they're making modes like Swift Play, which wasn't there when I first started.
Yeah.
And you see a lot more casual players. Like, I feel like it's definitely a more friendly game to get into than Counter Strike.
Really? Okay.
Yeah,
Even with all the characters.
Yeah, well, in that it's probably a harder game to master, but I feel like just getting
Yeah.
into it, like,
Yeah.
it's really not that difficult,
Yeah. I mean, how often do you find yourself like if you're just like God damn it, I'm sick of ranked. Like, do you just kind of go and play like a casual mode, or just like DM, or?
Yeah, I play a lot of DM, but yeah, normally if I get sick of ranked, I just hop on a different game. Honestly,
Okay.
I don't really play any of the casual modes.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. I'm just kind of thinking because there's not really a whole lot of that in Counter Strike.
Yeah, no.
But I mean, I know kind of with the presentation of like their tournaments and whatnot. I'm just kind of thinking like, do you feel like sometimes Riot does too much for their tournaments, or do you feel like?
I would say a lot of the time it's like just enough. Like they don't over promote it. I feel like you kind of have to, be in the Valorant to find it.
Okay.
And then like from the production standpoint, I'd say it's pretty simple.
Yeah.
They don't go over the top.
It's not like League or anything like that where they do a bunch of like. Well, I know.
They do have some like cool stages and stuff, I guess.
Yeah. I mean yeah. Because they do obviously do all this stuff with the artists and whatnot for like bringing them out on stage. And I mean, kind of looking at. Just thinking what else like. There's no content creation. I mean, I feel like. Shit, God, it's been so long since I've followed Valorant. I feel like it's kind of hard to have a conversation a little bit. But I mean, also, I guess going back to the champions, like, do you feel like there's been, because I know in like Rainbow, there's a lot of power creep.
Yeah.
Do you feel like there's been kind of like some essence of power creep at all for any characters, or?
Not personally, but it's definitely probably, opinion based. But yeah.
Like you just don't really kind of notice it at all, or?
No, I haven't taken any notice on that personally, but yeah.
Okay. Just kind of thinking, I think maybe like it's a personal question I asked you, like what's been your kind of favorite moment in Valorant over the 3 years that you've played so far?
As a viewer, as like in game, like as a viewer.
It could be either, both, something you saw live, or, maybe we can do like both. Like something like best moment that you saw from a tournament that you saw live, and then kind of like a, like in-game moment that you had.
I would say probably the best moment like that I personally watched was like the 2023 champs run from Demon One.
Okay.
Like that, he was just like the best player. Yeah, I wish I got to witness the Reykjavik 10s run, because he was like rated one of the highest ever in that run.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely the champs 2023. But yeah, I feel like a lot of the time the events have been getting better and better, like over time. So.
Like just competition wise.
Yeah, competition wise, because yeah, if you were to put like a 2022 Sentinel team up against a bottom of the barrel team now, they probably wouldn't perform that well.
Oh really?
Yeah, just because
competition's gotten that much better since then.
Yeah, I would say so, because you had players like Zoms like that were dominating.
Yeah.
And Zoms, I'm not gonna hate on him, but
is he washed now?
Yeah, like I'm more mechanical than him for sure. He's definitely.
Well, that's a pretty bold claim there.
He just never was like a super mechanical player. So.
Yeah, I mean, kind of looking at, just like different play styles and stuff like that. I know you said kind of different regions have different play styles. I mean, you say you kind of burst a lot, but I mean, what kind of, from a viewer standpoint, what kind of play style like stands out to you, or like do you enjoy watching the most?
Yeah, I definitely enjoy like the fast pace the most, which I assume most casual players would say the same. Just because they're getting in quick, the rounds are ending quicker. It's just like a brawl kind of going on.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, constant like, people kind of pushing past utility and stuff, and kind of forcing gunfights and whatnot.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I mean, do people still play a lot of Jet?
Yeah, Jet's kind of always been at like the top meta, but there are like substitute, like so for Ascent, for example, Jet's been like a staple on that map ever since it came out. But recently, like within the last year when they added Waylay. G2 they took on Waylay instead of Jet, and they were like masters on that map. They're doing really well.
Wait, I've never heard of that character.
Yeah, it's one of the newer. I think it was before Vito.
Was that? I'm trying to remember. I feel like I remember seeing. Was it the? I'm trying to remember. It was the dude with the beard, right? Or no, that was no.
It's Waylay's like a girl with short hair, and she kind of has like rainbow, or not rainbow, but like colorful.
Oh yeah, the bob cut kind of.
Yeah.
Yo, yeah, okay. Because I feel like. Yeah, no, it's kind of hard. I feel like it's always kind of hard with Valorant, kind of keeping up with the characters and whatnot. I mean, you definitely got to be really in the know to. It's kind of like League in a sense, where it's like every patch there's going to be something that's kind of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have liked that they used to release, a character every act.
Yeah.
But they started not doing that because they realized they don't want 400 characters in the game.
Yeah, they don't want to end up like League.
Yeah, exactly. I've never played League, or I played League a little bit, but
yeah,
it's just too much to get into, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, and kind of part of that, I mean, do you feel like Riot has done an okay job at kind of balancing champions and kind of balancing the play in between all the characters and stuff? Or?
Yeah, I would say they definitely learned from their mistakes of Chamber and one on ISO, because there hasn't been an agent that I go against in ranked and I'm like, oh, I lost.
Yeah,
whereas you used to
just
play
FF.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas you used to play in ISO, and if that ISO was slightly better than your ISO, you lost.
Dang.
Which that can still be obviously a team I would say in higher ranks team comp doesn't matter at all, honestly.
Really?
It's really just gunfights. If you kill the enemy team, you're gonna win. So.
I mean, obviously, I feel like obviously util.
Yeah.
Somewhat matters, but you're saying it just doesn't.
In Immortal ranked, it's not that important. I would say for pro play it's definitely important, but not for uncoordinated ranked teammates. It doesn't really matter that much.
Yeah, when you're pugging or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. Do you feel like? I mean, obviously, it's a pretty noticeable difference between, actual competitive matches and ranks.
Yeah.
I mean, does your mentality kind of I feel like your mentality would probably differ between the two, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Whenever I play a match, I try to play more structured. Whereas when I'm honestly the only time I'm playing ranked, I just try to improve. I play to improve. I don't play to win.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, just because I feel like that's how I.
So winning's just a secondary thing.
Yeah.
You're just trying to.
For ranked, personally. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, your journey. Over the years, you've you've been playing since about, it was 2023, right?
22, yeah.
Yeah, late 22?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I mean, was Valorant kind of your first competitive, FPS game, or?
I used to play Fortnite a lot, back in the day, so I was pretty good at Fortnite, but I never really played, on keyboard and mouse, so Valorant was kind of my first keyboard and mouse game.
Okay. Oh, so... Was Valorant kind of your first game on PC or something like that, or?
I did play Fortnite on PC, but I only played on controller.
Yeah.
That's what everyone was doing. So
yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty much my first keyboard and mouse PC game.
Yeah, and was the adjustment difficult at first? How was the learning curve getting used to?
It wasn't
a totally different input.
It definitely took a while for me to actually unlock my skill. I feel like. Because I was stuck in gold for 200 hours or something.
Oh really?
Yeah.
You just hit that plateau,
yeah.
Stuck at
It's mainly because I played with my friends and, they were holding me back.
So they were kind of just dicking around, and meanwhile you were I want to take it to the next level.
Yeah, because I've kind of always want to be good at a game. I don't want to lose every game,
Yeah.
So I've always just
very competitive mindset. Yeah, I'm the exact same.
Yeah.
Whenever I play Counter-Strike with my friends, even if we're just playing a competitive game or something like that, we'll be I'll get mad at them for no reason. But
yeah, that's
and I know kind of in Counter-Strike, there's the idea of face it in ESEA.
Yeah.
Is there anything kind of third party at all for Valorant, or is everything kind of handled really just in client?
Pretty much everything's through ranked. The only thing that a normal player like me doesn't have access to is Tarek's Pro City, so he made a Discord for all the pro players and the high level streamers.
Okay.
And that was the only ever third party thing that people saw a lot of.
Okay, yeah, for custom 5v5 custom
Yeah.
games and whatnot.
Yeah.
I mean, how often when you play, I mean, when you're doing scrims, like how often do you guys like all scrim together and whatnot?
We're supposed to scrim like twice a week, but a lot of the time we can't. We just don't have time or whatever. We have like 9 players, but
Yeah.
a lot of times scheduling gets mixed up. So
Yeah, and I mean, CVAL. So you said you guys are doing kind of scrims for CVAL right now. When does CVAL actually start for you guys?
So CVAL for us doesn't start until I think like March or something.
Oh wow! So not even. That's like halfway through next semester.
Yeah, so we have a lot of time to like play together.
Okay.
But yeah, we're gonna try to do like other tournaments and whatnot, but
like Premiere and what? Try to do Premiere.
We
or
might
something
try
like
to do
that?
Premiere.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, I mean, kind of looking at like team chemistry and stuff. Going back to that, I mean, I'm not aware with the newest additions, but who are the newest additions to the team right now?
We have a lot of new players. We got. I'm probably gonna miss someone. I'm not gonna lie. we have Ray, that's new. We have McClappin, that's new.
Okay.
We have Fulgens, Angel, who's new, and we have Ane, and I think we have. There's definitely someone I'm forgetting. Cause yeah, it's kind of we just had like a kind of overhaul of like our whole team. We just got like a bunch of new players.
Yeah, because you've been on the team for about 3 years, so you've seen a lot of changes throughout the years, and kind of. I mean, is there? I know. So CVAL is basically pretty much just the league for anything Valorant, right?
Yeah, for collegiate.
For collegiate Valorant.
Yeah.
I mean, like, do you guys play teams? Do you guys typically play teams within Mountain West Conference, or do you guys kind of go out to like East Coast and whatnot? Or?
So yeah, we like if it's an actual league, we'd never play like East Coast teams really.
Okay.
We only play Mountain West teams.
Just because of like ping and whatnot.
Yeah, that's the thing. Well, normally we play all our games on like central servers, so we're all on like 60 ping anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think the last 2 years we've been in the Mountain West, and they like changed the whole format kinda, because you used to play other teams like in different like we wouldn't only play Mountain West teams. We play like other teams like I'm drawing a blank like just different teams that were on the West Coast.
Okay, yeah, like people within like Pac-12 and like all that. Yeah. I mean. Because if I remember correctly, you guys also got to the Mountain West Championship, right, last year? But then you lost to Boise.
Yeah, we lost to Boise. That was rough.
I mean, I should have probably watched the VOD, but for research. But how did that series go? Like, especially coming off, like going into this season, like coming off of that big loss. Like, how are you gonna like change your approach to it? To like CVAL and whatnot this season.
So yeah, we lost 3 of our players. So from that team that we made it to the championship. So we've kind of had like it's a completely different team honestly.
Okay.
It was just me and Garza. So now that's the only 2 because we used to have Samu Drake and he was pretty much as good as me and Garza because me and Garza and Samu we were like all consistent like high Immortal 3.
Okay.
And then we had Zanzi who left. And then we had
like just graduate, like all of them were like graduating or like
Drake, Samu he transferred, so I think he was doing community college or something, and then he's trying to go to a different school to play Valorant.
Okay.
And then Zanzi just is doing online school, I think.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, kind of looking at like, within the collegiate scene and stuff like that. I don't know. Do you pay attention to like the collegiate scene at all, kinda, or like?
Yeah, I mainly only pay attention to like the big games, like Maryville and Winthrop.
Okay.
Those are kind of the best 2 teams.
Yeah, because what are kind of the big colleges for Valorant and like CVAL and whatnot?
Yeah. So Boise, they're the best team in like the Mountain West because they get the funding. They are able to scholarship the players and whatnot.
We'll get that one day. Yeah. We'll get that one day.
Yeah, but around the world, or not around the world, but around the country, Maryville. They have good players like Giza, and Winthrop, obviously, they actually did pretty well in Ascension. And then they got top 4, and that was a collegiate team, so they did really well. And then there's other teams like Fisher. I know Fisher has a bunch of teams. And then St. Clair Saints or Knights or something like that, they were pretty good.
Santa Clara University, or?
I think it's it's just St. Clair. It's like a Canadian college, I think.
Okay. Oh, so you guys aren't even playing just people in the U.S., you're also playing colleges in Canada as well. Okay. And kind of looking at, I mean, do you guys, is that format kind of any different than like the actual pro scene? Like, is there like tiers to it, or is it just kind of like everyone plays and there's just a schedule, or like, how does that work?
So how it has worked in the past, so you have your Mountain West division, like you have all these types of different divisions like around the country,
Yeah.
and then the winner of that normally qualifies to the playoffs, the CVAL playoffs, and then that's where you would play the different people in the world. And then I think eventually you qualify to like the CVAL championship through the playoffs,
Okay.
and that's where all the best players would play. Like we personally haven't played any like top teams really, but we did play.
Just because of
SPSU,
schedule wise, or just not?
just not like at the level yet.
Okay.
So, yeah.
I mean, yeah. Hey, you guys did pretty good for this
Yeah.
for the esports club being only like a club on campus. Like,
Yeah.
you guys did pretty fucking good.
Yeah, it would have been nice to win that. I was like, 'cause yeah, I hate those guys on Boise. Like,
Oh, really? Like, is there like a
No.
rivalry between you guys, or like?
No, it's just because I always want to be better than whoever I play, and I feel like I'm better than everyone on that team.
Really?
That's just
Okay.
that's just the mindset I have.
Yeah.
Try to
So
get
that's
better.
it's a pretty good mindset,
Yeah.
warrior mentality to have.
Yeah.
I mean, for the CVAL championships, does that kind of do you guys like get flown out? Like, if you guys do manage to qualify for the CVAL championships, like, do you guys get flown out somewhere or like go somewhere? Is like does it
Yeah.
become offline at all at any
Yeah,
point?
so if we won that match in Boise, we would have got flown to Dallas and
Oh,
competed
wow.
in the playoffs for that. So yeah, there are LAN events. The main ones are just like like the championship really.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, kind of looking at. I was gonna ask you another question about kind of CVAL, but I mean, do some of these players like? Do some of the people from like players from CVAL kind of feed into the pro scene at all?
Yeah, definitely. We haven't. I don't know. We've had tier 1 pros come down to collegiate. Like for example, Winthrop, they had Governor, but she just last year was on Talon before they disbanded.
Oh, really?
Got kicked out, and yeah, he's like a top level player. But even when he came to collegiate, he's playing on those teams. He's still not performing like amazing. So there's definitely a lot of talent in collegiate.
Interesting.
Good.
I mean, what's like other than what you just said? What are some other kind of like notable players that were playing like at CVAL that kind of got picked up by like tier 2 or even tier 1 orgs that you can at least remember off the top of your head?
None are coming off the top of my head. Like honestly, I think there was some guy who got signed to a Chinese team. I can't remember his name though.
Oh, really?
But I think he was on. I'm not too sure, but a lot of those players. Oh, yeah, I think Okinos was one of the players who was in collegiate. I could be wrong, but I think he was in collegiate, and then he got picked up by Lev last year. And
Okay.
yeah, there's been like a couple players, but none have been like super. They haven't like dominated the scene really.
Okay.
But they've been solid additions to the teams they played on.
Okay. Yeah, because then once again, kind of going to the pro scene part of it, like obviously there was like the early domination of Sentinels and whatnot. Has there been kind of periods of like domination within Valorant? Like, has there been? Because I know in Counter Strike there's like the Astralis era, the Vitality era.
Yeah.
Has there been kind of anything like that since Sentinels at all in Valorant?
I would say Fnatic.
Okay.
Fnatic, they won 3 majors.
Like in a row?
Not in a row. I think they won Lock-In, they won Champs, and then they won a Masters event, I think. Or wait,
Okay.
I think they won 2 Masters. I don't think they won Champions. But yeah, that was within like a year and a half or something. So it was kind of a dominant era. Like everyone was gonna lose. And then for NA, G2 was really dominant. Like they
And
won.
when was that?
That was like the last year. Like last year.
Oh, okay.
That was before, like NRG and stuff actually like picked up good players and started performing. So yeah.
Yeah, I remember early days at NRG. They were always kind of like struggling on like kind of the international stage. And I mean, what has been one team, I think, in your opinion, that's always kind of, maybe not your opinion because it's not, it's kind of just like fact, but like one team that has always kind of like struggled on the international stage that everyone kind of like, who's always kind of the butt of the, who's the one, there's always one team that's like the butt of the joke in every single like tournament, major tournament or something like that.
I would say, so Heretics before that, they won the eSports World Cup last year, or this year, but before that they got second place at like 3 different majors.
Oh.
So they've been good, but they've just not been able to win a major.
Get over that crust of getting first place.
Yeah, and then there's been like a couple teams who like make it and then just fall out every time.
Really?
I think there's like one, I don't know, but yeah, there's just like a couple teams. in NA that just can't like get there. Honestly, they just always fall out of the group stages.
Yeah. Kind of going into this season, now that you kind of got your team together, kind of just like kind of closing out here a little bit.
Yeah.
But coming into this with a new team, I mean, how are you guys approaching this season now that you almost essentially have like almost an entire new team?
Yeah. So yeah, we've been kind of trying to just fit in whoever can play to play. Because, yeah, so a lot of the matches we played in the warm-up, I wasn't able to play because they were on Saturdays.
Okay.
So we've just been kind of mixing and matching players. So, yeah, I think we do have, like, a best team, but a lot of the time those players aren't able to play together. So we're trying to get everyone on the team up to speed.
Yeah, next man up, just kind of get
exactly.
everyone, get chemistry good together. Because you guys said you had, what, like 9 or 10 players, was it? Or?
Yeah, I think we have 9 or 10.
Okay. So you guys have pretty much 2 full rosters then that you can kind of just swap between.
Yeah.
And I mean, kind of... So yeah, you got a lot of time to practice.
Yeah.
Because that doesn't start until you got a pretty long time. And I mean, kind of, do you think there might be anyone that kind of like might stand in your way, or like, do you guys have like a schedule yet at all or anything like that?
No. Yeah, definitely. I think the only team that so if our players continue to improve. And, we play together, get good chemistry. I think the only team that would be a challenge is Boise. Just cause,
really? You think you can... You're saying you can sweep everyone in the Mountain West Conference?
Yeah, the competition on a lot of those teams just isn't up to standard.
Because all the top teams that you mentioned, all the top collegiate teams that you mentioned, those were all like, what, East Coast?
Yeah, we wouldn't be playing them at all in Mountain West.
So you wouldn't really see them until like... Yeah, you wouldn't even...
Yeah, we'd have to beat Boise first, or whoever makes it to the finals.
Dang.
And then we would play against whatever team we would meet there, which could be, any team, honestly.
Okay. I think that's all I got for you. Closing out, is there anything you would like to promote for yourself? Socials, Twitch, YouTube, anything like that?
I guess sometimes I stream like Tarkov on Twitch.
Okay.
I think my name's like AJP4_.
Okay, just a quick offshoot, how you feeling about the new wipe?
I actually like it. People are hating on it, but it's pretty fun.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a lot of friends who play Tarkov a lot. I mean, they had like 2,000 hours or something like that, and they say they're just so done with Tarkov.
Really? No, I've been having so much fun, honestly.
That's good. All right, and I think that'll be it for this episode. Thanks again to AJ for coming on to the Press Play podcast, and I will see you next time.